Hello, I am Bentham and welcome back to Factorio, to the beginning of a new series. Now you may be thinking, Bentham, you started a new series yesterday on Factorio, why are you doing it again? Well, this time I'm doing two of them at the same time, because then people who like different things may not like one and like the other, or whatever. But basically what I'm going to do here is a challenge. I was on the forums, which you should all go on, by the way, because they're pretty cool. They've got all sorts of interesting things going on in them. And someone in the forums made a proposal of a challenge. The challenge doesn't really have a name, but the name that you can basically use for it is the minimal crafting challenge. It would be the no crafting challenge, but that's impossible. Basically, the challenge is to play Factorio and, I suppose, complete the game without crafting anything in your inventory unless you absolutely have to in order to progress. So, for example, you can't build a pickaxe because you need to craft that in your inventory. So you have to first make an assembler and make the pickaxe in an assembler. And you can sort of see where this is going here. If you need some conveyor belts, you have to go and build an assembler to make those conveyor belts and things like that. It's going to make more sense if I actually go into it. So we'll set up the map generation, and the thing is, I'm going to make it nice for me, because, you know, this is going to be difficult. We're not going to be able to, craft a machine gun to protect ourselves from the biters. We're not even going to be able to craft ammo to protect ourselves from the biters until we've got things set up quite a bit. So, very big starting area, enemy bases, low, small, poor. I never got what the richness means for bases. Somebody tell me what that means, because if it means how many alien artifacts we get from it, then I'm not going to be happy. In fact, I'm going to put it back on regular just in case. And then we want... I think we'll just leave everything else as it is. I think that'll be alright. Maybe. It should be fine. I think we'll just leave things there. We'll just reduce the enemies so that we don't get horribly murdered too quickly. And we'll see how far this goes. I don't know how much of this I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep going till I decide to stop, or till I win. One of the two. So, let's generate. I forget how long this takes. Maybe it's seconds, maybe it's a good while. I press the button and nothing's happening, I'll assume. There we go. Okay, it doesn't take long at all. Right, here we are in the world. Let's zoom out, and the map is off. Let me fix that. Options. Other. Is it in other? It's not in other, it's in graphics. There we go. Minimap. Fixed. Okay, so here's the world. Right, so we've got some copper, we've got some stone right there, we've got a nice bit of oil here. Some more coal. Not some more coal, that was stone. There's some iron. Not much of it. There's a big load of iron up here. So, yeah, we'll start around here. And there's a big bit of coal right next to it. Beautiful. Okay. So, here's the thing. We have this mining drill and this furnace. And that's all we're going to have for a while, because we can't craft any more. So, you know what? Let's get straight on. Actually, what we'll do first, we'll set this up on here. And then I'm just going to cut this tree down with my bare hands. There we go. Stick this wood in here. Just the one bit of wood. And then there's some coal, so we'll stick that coal in. And get another tree. Come on. Here's the thing. We're going to have to be... Oh crap, no, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. I went and crafted something, because I'm an idiot. Put that there. I'm going to shoot it. You see how easy it is to mess this up? And now I've wasted my ammo annihilating that thing. That never happened. You see, you're just so used to crafting things, you forget that you can't craft things. I remember now, you need to use this as the chest. You need to use the furnace as a chest, because you can't have your own chest. You see how difficult this is going to be. So we'll just steal the coal out of here, put it in the furnace, and just keep transferring it as it comes out. And then once we've got a bit of a stock of coal, we'll move this over to iron production stuff and do that. But yeah, it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna take time, and we're just gonna have to deal with that. So, some more coal. And also, this is the first series that I'm doing where it's actually in real time, because I did my my previous series of all the 34 episodes, where it was always in 4 times speed, and I've never actually done a normal speed one, so it'll be interesting to see like what the viewing figures are for these. I mean, this is going to be a bit boring anyway, because it's the whole not crafting thing is going to make things very slow, so are people not going to like this because it's normal speed, whereas they will like my other series because it's going at speed? Now, the good thing about this as well is that I can talk about channel updates in this and how things are going with the channel, whereas I can't in my other Factorio series because it's just too fast. I'm busy talking about what's going on. So here I can just sit back, relax, and discuss the day and like what's going on with the channel right now, what's going on with like the giveaway competition and things like that. That's going to be over soon, by the way, so you know, if you've been working on your entries, get them in now because it's time. Right, we've got a decent stock of coal going now, I think. It's getting up to... we'll get it up to like 32 or something like that. And if we run out of coal, we could just grab wood as well, rather than going to whatever. Just keep doing this a bit longer. When we get it to, yeah, 32, so a bit more, and a bit more. When it gets to 4, grab, put it in, and we will deconstruct, which takes enough time not having the pickaxe. That's the thing. You can't do manual mining, it's an absolute nightmare. Okay, you see it's night time already, we haven't even mined a single bit of iron. Okay, so we will get a bunch of coal in there, get a bunch of coal in there, and off we go. So now we are cooking some iron, but the thing is there's not that much we can do with the iron because we're not allowed to craft things. So, you know, we have to sort of just stockpile it for when we can craft things. There are a certain number of things that you are allowed to craft. For example, you can craft your first science lab, you can craft your first 10 science packs, and a few things like that, because it's physically impossible not to do it. Basically, everything you need to get Automation 1, the science thing, you're allowed to craft yourself. So I can make my steam engine and things like that. So I'll grab some iron, and that doesn't give us quite enough yet. We need 20 iron to do that, so if we just grab one more, and now we can make our steam engine. We'll not make it yet though, I suppose. We also need to make a pump and things like that. We're going to need some copper, so we'll have to go along and mine some of that at some point as well. And also an interesting thing that comes from this is that this furnace, because you need to craft the absolute minimum, you need to use this furnace to make the boiler, to make the power so that you can get the assembler. So that means that there will be a time where we cannot smelt things, so we need to stockpile for then to make sure that we can make all the necessary equipment when the time comes. So I'm just going to keep taking the plates out of here. And how quick is the coal going down? It's not too bad. It's yeah, we've got a bit of extra that we can just stick in to keep things going, so that's all fine. I always forget, what's the rate at which... So the smelting rate is the same as the mining rate. I could swear it was different. Maybe I was thinking about the other kind of furnace, or whatever, the other kind of furnace that uses coal anyway. So yeah, this is going to take a while, and I think there's going to be cuts in things where nothing interesting happens, and there's going to be times that I don't think I'm going to finish it. In the end, I'm going to see how far I get, and there's going to be a point where you can see clearly where the series is going to go from whatever point I'm at, because I'll have a big factory with all these facilities in that can make stuff, that just crafts all my stuff for me. Logistics robots deliver it to me, and it's like I don't have any problem. Well, the only thing is actually that the logistics menu pulley isn't big enough to have all the requirements that I need. I'll have to have it delivered to chests that I can take stuff out of. Right, I'm going to go wandering around and see how things are, and sort of get the lay of the land a little bit while all the furnace and stuff goes on over there. We can just wander around and see what things are like. See if we spot any biter bases, though I've put the starting area on very big, so they'll be a long way away, I suppose. But I can scout for like the area that I'll make my my production area, because the production area is going to be very big, because it needs to be manufacturing a lot more stuff than usual. All of the stuff that you'd usually just make yourself, you can't now. So all the buildings need to be like manufactured by the machinery and everything, all sorts of stuff like that. So yeah, there's lots of big open space. We're in at the middle of a plains biome, so that's all nice. Actually, it looks like there's a big sea here. That might be useful. Let's get a bit closer so we can have a better look at this. Are we, like, hemmed in on one side? Because that would be good. I would like that, because it means that we're protected on one side from biters. So I'll just sort of follow the line of this and see what it's like. Yeah, it's looking good. Big old lake blocking us. Oh no, it goes off. No, we don't want that. And this might be a way for biters to get in. There's a bit of forest over here though, that's good. So if there are biters beyond here, then the pollution will be slowed down a bit by these trees. That's always good. It's a shame you can't grow trees, because I would do that. I'd grow big forests to protect myself from the biters. They have trouble getting through it, and also the pollution has trouble, and all sorts of stuff like that. There's not much in the way of ore deposits around, though, I have to say, because look, there's nothing we can. There's a little bit of iron over there, and that's it for what we can see right now. There's a bit of copper, how this decent in size and stuff like that. I don't see any water around here though, which is a worry, because we need to be protected from. It needs to be not too hard to build our big wall. So yeah, we'll make our way back now, and I imagine there'll be a nice bit of iron cooked for us, and we'll start crafting some of the stuff that we need to get the automation sorted out. It's still going. It's not run out of coal yet. That's good. Right. Get over here and then see how it is. How much have we got? There we go. We've exactly doubled the amount that we had in our inventory already, and there's still a bunch of coal left, so that's nice. But the thing is, we can't start mining copper until we've actually, we've finished the iron that we want. I mean, we can always go back and stuff like that. So we can't make boiler because we don't have the stone. Let's see, how long does it take to manually mine stone? Let's find this out. Here's a stone deposit. Let's just do this. Actually, it's not too bad. It's not as bad as I thought it was. I can just sit here and do this. We just need 5. 5 is the vital amount, of course, because we need it for a furnace. Because at some point we'll use our current furnace to make a boiler, and then we will need to be able to craft another furnace as soon as possible. Once we've got that, it starts to get a bit easier. So we'll just keep going this once we've got 5, which is one more. And there we have it. Okay, we'll go over here and see how things are now. Even more iron. We've got more than a stack now. So what I think I'm going to do is, once this is finished, okay, I'm going to deconstruct the miner, and then I'll let this finish, and I'll deconstruct the furnace as well, and then we'll go over to the coal deposit. Not the coal deposit, the copper deposit. I need to cough. That's the problem with this. I don't usually record episodes that are more than 15 minutes long, and now I'm going to do... I think I'm going to record for an hour non-stop and then cut it down however I want, probably into 15-minute bits. I could just record in 15-minute bits, to be honest. It wouldn't make much difference. Okay, we'll put 6 in here and 3 in here, and that makes it work nicely. So we'll get a bit of copper from this, and I reckon all the copper that we get from that will be enough to keep us supplied until we have automation sorted out and stuff like that. I'll cut down this tree. Might as well. We'll just wander around and do stuff while I'm waiting for things to happen. How much wood have we've got 5 wood, so yeah, whatever. That's the thing, there's not that much use for wood, because we can't make a chest, because that's crafting. We have to make it in the assembler. So we've got 10 copper now, and we'll just let it keep going until this coal has run out, I think, and then we'll go and mine some more coal. We'll set it off doing that, and we'll start crafting other things. So you can see that we've got sort of everything unlocked now in a way. Actually, we need a lot more for the lab, so yeah. But the pump, we just have to craft that whole thing, so we'll do that. And oh, look at all that stuff we're crafting. No, it's against the rules. We can't do these things. But it's the one thing that we have to. So, and we'll build that over here by the coal deposit, I suppose. What orientation should we go for? I don't know. I always take too long to make these decisions at the beginning of a game because I want to make sure I've got it right. we'll do it like that. Actually, this is going to be a temporary structure, I think, so we'll just stick it down over here somewhere. Can it be built along here? There we go. It goes there. Can't make the boiler yet, but we can make the steam engine, so we'll craft that and let that go. We've got a nice bit of copper coming through still. Okay, the steam engine is crafted. We leave a gap for the boiler. We also need to craft the one electric pole, so we'll do that too. And there we go. We'll just plonk that there. And then we need the lab, so we'll craft that. All of this crafting that we have to do at the beginning, but once it's done, there will be no more. Right, this is nearly done now, though it looks like it's run out of fuel, so I'll stick some wood in it just to let it keep going, so that we get all the ore done with. May need another piece of wood, actually. Not sure. Maybe not. What else do we need to craft? Oh, the lab's still going, actually. There we go. Okay, the lab is crafted. We'll stick it there. Oh, and it... Right. And of course, we have to select automation because that will give us the assembly machine. So we'll say research that, but then of course, we need to actually make the science packs. So I'll start crafting those. We need 10 of them, of course. Someone keep track of how many crafts I do in this, because I can't be bothered. Because you have to count the individual gears as well that are going into this. I pointed at the gears on the screen then, you can't see this. Right, so we'll take that and we'll deconstruct this. And there we go. And how much copper do we have? I don't know if we need more. That's the problem. I need to check how much we need to actually make the different things, and I haven't done that, so I couldn't be bothered. Right, we'll stick a piece of wood in here, and then we'll start, and we'll get a bunch of coal again. Meanwhile, the science packs are being made. I've got some coal. Stick the coal in, so we can go over and put the science packs in the lab ready, just for when the time comes and things start switching on. But I need to make sure before then. I forgot about the 15-minute episode thing. We're up to more than that now. But whatever. I don't know how I'm going to do this with either 15 minutes or 20 minutes. Something. But if I record an hour-long bits and cut it down, it makes it a lot easier to actually put the episodes together. Oh, we've run out of coal in the actual machine. There we go. Recycle the coal and continue that way of doing things. Let's explore over here now, because we haven't looked over here yet. And it gives the miners some time to gather some coal up so that we have plenty to work with. So just wander over here and see how the water is down here. There's just a couple of little bits of lake. Is there any proper sea going on? No. I think this is still like the starting area though, because the starting area, it always works that we have a cluster of lakes surrounding each other, so you can kind of put walls between them to help protect yourself from the evil biters and stuff and whatever. All this big open space, that is quite good. In fact, this would be good for my other series. Anyway, sort of looking at extending the edge of that lake a bit. I want to see sort of the shape of it. Nice big iron deposit here in the middle of nowhere, and there's a copper deposit as well that's fairly big. And we'll go sort of back up here. Let's see what this is like. Night's starting to fall, so I suppose when that finishes happening, I'll just make my way back, so I won't be able to see anything anymore. Still haven't spotted any biters. That's a good thing. I don't know how far away they spawn with the large starting area. Another big copper bit here. Not much coal around, which I'm happy about because I don't want to use coal, because it's annoying. I like electric powered. Nice big iron deposit here. That is very nice. Oh, and here's a big lake again, so we have a bit of protection on this side too. That's nice. Excellent. I'm not sure how far that extends, but the forest is getting too thick and I can't see because it's dark, so I'm just going to go. Trees everywhere. There we go, out to the forest, so we'll make our way back now to the miner, see how it's doing. It's probably used up all its coal actually, so that it's just been sat there not doing anything while I've been wandering around. whatever, it's fine.